Hey, what's up everyone? It's Adam Brown and we're back, and Mark Wade.
Yeah, Mark from Offices of Adam Brown.
And basically, we're going to get into a very interesting topic we learned tonight. It's on marital settlement agreements. And basically some considerations you might not have thought of, but what you need to think of in this digital age. So the first consideration that is very interesting, it sort of blends into other areas of law like criminal law, is the idea that these days, let's be honest, our cell phones, they track everywhere we go. They track all of our data. Whether it's in maps, they know what stops you're going to. Whether you're sharing locations, whether you're commenting on photos, whether you're on social media, it says your location. And in a lot of this, it's a gift and a curse. On the one hand, right, Mark, you can have children and you can know exactly where your kids are. That's great. But how does that interplay when you have a very angry client or a divorce where maybe you don't want the other person to know where you are and they have a kid with the iPhone in their backpack?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of times we're dealing with clients who have a restraining order in place, right? And like just from a client's perspective, okay, Adam brought up the example of like, okay, maybe there's an abusive spouse that you don't want them to know what your location is. But what if you're just a client, okay, you have a restraining order against you, but your child, who you're currently co-parenting with, allows you to see their location on the iPhone that you gave them. You know, you could really run into issues with that other spouse because they're alleging that you're violating the restraining order because you're tracking where the child is, when really you're not trying to track them at all. Your child is just sharing with you their location on their iPhone, so you can run into issues like that.
Yeah, exactly. And it can be criminal issues that can result in contempt, it can result in jail. So maybe when you are at the table with your attorney or what have you, when you're settling your divorce case, maybe you put in a little provision in that marital settlement agreement about the ability to track locations. I mean, I can only imagine, at the very least, that will serve as at least some kind of rational basis as to why you're tracking, because I can see a police officer taking a complaint down from a poor woman or a man who was abused and saying, I just can't get rid of, they're tracking my location. I've seen he knows where I am. I just discovered this is on my child's phone. And, you know, let's be honest, sometimes these victims aren't always real victims, and sometimes the, this can be used as more of a sword instead of a shield to protect them.
Right, and I'll just add, just to give the viewers just some specific examples, like maybe in the MSA you might want to just be specific about, okay, I'm gonna turn on the tracking on my child's phone whenever he's leaving the state. Like let's say he has a baseball game out of state. I want to track him if he's going out of state. Or maybe it's not so much the location, but the time. You may want to put in the MSA, okay, I'm going to track my child's location only until 10 p.m. So these are really just provisions you can put in the marriage settlement agreement that just help you be proactive, stay ahead of the game, and try to prevent any issues down the road when it comes to tracking.
All right. Well, anyway, join us for another video. Like, subscribe.
Follow us on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok, and we're out.